So our business has been growing for the last 10 years, but even more so in the last couple. And it's led us to a season of business that Les McKeown in his book Predictable Success calls Whitewater, right? And it's very much what the word you could imagine the word means, right? We're in this season of, when the business is smaller and the owner can really lead everything and is aware of everything that's going on, you have a smaller, nimble team, it's fun, growing, and, the wheels don't start falling off. But as you get bigger, you have a lot more customers and a lot more employees to manage, and you simply cannot do everything as the owner. And so you have to make managers out of people, you have to make leaders out of people, and you have to trust what's going on. You have to have a lot of processes and tools and systems to, again, make sure the wheels don't come off, right? So this whitewater phase feels just like that, right? You're on this raft, you're a little bit at the mercy of the river and the current, and everybody's rowing sometimes in different directions, and sometimes you're spun around and going backwards. And the way that businesses get through this season is either retreating or losing a bit, or by continuing to grow their way through it, right? With the trust and just the foot on the gas drive of we're gonna make it through, we're gonna get bigger so that we can get to a little bit of an easier season. And again, just like that whitewater rafting, you kind of get down and you get through and you get to the calm waters near the end. And so our team, was looking at me. We have quite a few sales opportunities and proposals out there, and the team is like, oh, should we really be taking these on? We're so busy. The engineering, crew is working very hard, and they're getting a little bit nervous. Should we really be taking on these customers? And I had to kind of step in and just say, look, I get that, right? It is hard. We are busy. There's a lot to do, and yet we have a choice to make, right? And we made this choice a few years ago. We said, there's two ways through this season, and it's fast or slow, because I wasn't willing to retreat or lose or, go back from where we came. And so the choice was made to grow fast. And in this season, I think it was important to say that to the team. Look, I get it, right? We are busy. This is hard. This is difficult. But the best way and the fastest way and the way we get through this is actually by growing. Because if we have more clients and more revenue, that means we can have more team, which then supports you in getting all of that work done. And when I broke it down, I'm not going to say that they raved about it and, were cheering for this, right? But I think they got it. Right? And so it was important to really stay forward in the drive and in the vision, and then relay kind of the smaller, more bite-sized, more what's in it for me? How does this relate to me? How is this going to help me for the rest of the team? And so growth can be this inchworm that, tries to climb forward and then has to drag its butt behind, and climbs forward and has to drag its butt behind. And it's important to, understand that, yeah, it's not perfect, and yeah, it's going to break stuff, and yes, it's going to be difficult, but sales is pulling operations, and that we're not going to retreat. Our growth equals more revenue, more clients equals more revenue equals more team, and more team equals a simpler workload for everyone involved. And so super important, I think, to relay this to your teams, help them to understand it, have a vision of how you're going to get through it. And instead, I think a lot of us in business don't even realize this day is going to come. We start hitting this wall, we start bouncing off the rev limiter, and unfortunately, I think it's what has left a lot in the IT industry smaller. One of the reasons I think I've been able to stay so dedicated to this has been, that we did put in a lot of the work of creating systems and processes, such as, right, we are always hiring. We run 15 or 20 job ads all day, every day. And so we have a constant funnel of team, and it's not an issue of, well, we brought on a new customer and now we need a new engineer yesterday, and we go and find the first person with a beating heart and we hire them, right? We instead, over the last year, solid year, but 2 years really, always hiring, always recruiting. And so we always have a talent pool, and it's enabled us to be able to hire ahead of bringing on the sales. And same idea and process and system we've done in sales. Create marketing funnels that always have leads so that you always have proposals out there, so that you're always adding new customers, not, ooh, our revenue's a little low this week, this month, this year, we should go get a new customer. And in this kind of backwards, challenging cycle, we're in a move forward cycle of always recruiting and hiring, always out there selling, leads are always flowing in. Thereby we can stay foot on the gas, always driving forward, and these systems are moving with us.